Welcome back to my live stream of Dark Souls Remastered. So let's get going. Okay, so in between the last stream I've just been doing a bit of farming off camera. So just to let you know what I've done, I've upgraded my rapier to a plus 14, so let me just show you. I farmed some titanite chunks in large chunks and I've upgraded my rapier to plus 14. And I've also upgraded the heater shield to plus 14. What I've also done is I bought the giant's armor set and upgraded it to plus 5. So I'm using two pieces of it at the moment. As you can see, I've changed my armor. I'm using the gargoyle helm, which I upgraded to plus 5. The giant armor, which like I said, I've upgraded to plus 5. Havel's gauntlets, and the giant leggings. Okay. I also bought 10 homeward bones. Farmed a bit, farmed some mosses, some blood red moss clumps. Just to remind you, if I haven't already mentioned it, the blood red moss clump. They reduce bleeding build-up. So if you're in a fight with somebody, if it's PvP or something, and it inflicts bleed damage, the meter that has bleed damage will eventually fill. Once it fills up, additional damage is awarded to you. Well, you were dealt additional damage. If you use a blood red moss clump, it nullifies the bleed build-up back, resets it to 0. Same thing for the purple moss clump, but that's for poison. And it also cures poison if you get poisoned. And the blooming purple moss clump slightly different. It reduces poison and toxin. So if you get intoxicated, it's a little bit like poison but worse. You'll know the difference if you played it. That's just to nullify toxin build up and effects of toxin. Really handy for the dark blowing pygmies in Blighttown. Okay, I also farmed some gold pine resin. Where is it? Just to show you. There you go. There. So that's basically what I've been doing off screen. And obviously I built up a few souls. So I've got 134,000 souls now. So first thing I'm going to do is we're going to level up the character a little bit. Okay. So what I think I'll do, I'll stick a couple into strength. And maybe... No, I'll stick them all into strength, so I'll stick to 34 strength. That'll be great. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go and finish off the Witch of Izalith. That's the boss in the Izalith ruins. Okay, no it's not. Let's see what's it called again. Lost Izalith. So we're going to go back to Lost Izalith and kill her, finish her off. Actually, let me just check to see if I've got... Let's see what we've got. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong one. Oops. What am I doing? Euclids. Right, okay, yeah. That could be a problem. Never mind, we'll just try it. Okay, so this could balls up, so if it does, I'll have to take a detour, but we'll just go there anyway. Deal with that if it happens. Like I said before, this isn't an expert walkthrough, it's just a fun walkthrough. So, thanks for coming along for the journey. Here we are. Let's rest here just in case something bad happens. Right, I just need to change the ring over, so I'm going to put a... I think we'll have a Claranthe. As I explained before, the Claranthe ring increases stamina regeneration. Right, so which way are we going? Have I come the right way? Yeah, have I gone the right way? Yeah, I have. I'm just trying to suss out. Oh yeah, of course I am. Getting confused with myself. I know what I'm doing, it's just my brain's being a bit funny with me. So as you can see, let's just explain the armor. Not saying the armor because for the whole walkthrough, well, for the past few streams, I've been using the gold hemmed armor set. So we've just mixed it up a bit. So it's just to give me a bit more poise. Obviously, we're not fast rolling anymore. We're mid rolling because I've increased the weight of the armor I'm using. So obviously we've got the gargoyle helm, which is got a good amount of defense. Basically, this has gone for good defense and poise. As you can see, these armor sets have good defense and poise. Giant's armor's got a good fire, and the Havel's like mainly magic. I can show you can check the stats yourself, but that's the basic overview of what I've done. I mean, if you want to go into detail, we could be here all day. Just check the stats out for yourself and have a mess around. But basically, it's a high defense, bit of fire, bit of magic, that kind of things. So we're basically, I think we're borderline tank build now. What's the poise? Yeah, we're all tank build now. Got 92 poise. Right, I'm going to briefly switch the ring to the golden serpentine rings for the drops. You know what the golden serpentine ring is. I've explained it in the other streams, so I'm not going to keep repeating myself. If you watch the other streams, you'll know what it is. It increases drop rate by 3 times as much as if you didn't use it. Not dropping anything now. These things don't get worried. The drops are random. But increase your chances. If I could put 10 more humanity, if I popped 10 humanity, that would increase it to 458. So at the moment my drop rate is 300. It's 100 normally, 300 with the gold serpentine ring, and if you put 10 humanity on, as well as that, it'd give you 458. So just mess around with it. Giving you a general overview. The little buggers, these. Ah, he's trapped him now. Absolutely no drop. Right, you've got to. This is the only Titanite demon in the game that constantly regenerates. I'm just going to use a flask. It comes back every time, but it's good because that means you can farm it to demon Titanite. So that's a good thing. They're not that difficult. I'm just going to show. Just watch how I do it if you want to know a good way to be it. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing. Just watch. Whoa. So I haven't got enough stability on the shield. I thought it'd be enough, but it obviously isn't. Which just surprises me, really. My endurance doesn't be enough. There you go, got it. So it gives you. Oh, it also sometimes drops its weapon, the Titanite catchpole. It gives you 2 Demon Titanite, so it's a really good way to farm Demon Titanite. Well, it's the only way to farm Demon Titanite in the game, really. All the other Demon Titanite is off from fixed pickup points, or from beating other Titanite Titanite demons, but they don't regenerate those ones. That's the only one that regenerates. Okay. You can kill these if you want. I'll just leave them. You don't really need to kill them. Already been through this area and taken everything out. Right, now if you want to make a fire weapon, and like a chaos weapon or any kind of great fire, like a chaos weapon or a fire plus 10 weapon, you need red Titanite chunks. So my advice is, whenever you see one of those, just quickly flick your golden serpent ring on and go and take it out, because it might drop one. So that's, if you always do that, you're never gonna It increases your chances, because it's nothing worse when you come to upgrade a weapon and you haven't got enough chunks or enough items. So if you ever see something like that and think, oh, just take the time out to just get rid of it, and it might drop something. That's how it's the best way to make sure you've always got upgradable materials. Otherwise, you have to spend ages farming, and it can get annoying. Right, there's another one down here, so I'll just take that out. I'm not taking any chances, so I'm just gonna blast. I've got 15 left, so it doesn't matter. Right. Okay, so it didn't drop anything. It's random, don't be too disheartened. If it doesn't drop, it doesn't drop. Right, okay, so we're gonna put a rare ring of sacrifice on for this boss, because it's just annoying when you die. You know what I mean? You lose your souls down there, and you're not going to get them back. You might not get them back. So I just use a rare ring. If I die, this is the problem with this, right? I'm gonna try and do it first time. If I die, I'm gonna have to go and take a detour to buy another ring of sacrifice, because I'm not gonna risk losing my souls. I just don't want to. I know it's only 38,000, but to me it's a lot. Anyway, if I just do it this time, I won't have to worry about that. But if I don't, I'll just take a quick detour and buy some. I'll stock up on a few, maybe buy 3 or 4 rings of sacrifice. But the problem is, you can only buy a maximum of 5. So don't think you can just keep going back and getting them. You can only buy 5, and then that's it. The vendor only sells 5. So I'll just grab them all. I thought that was down. Oh, I thought I was done then. We could do this, but it's not over yet. Yep, done it. See, what I was saying in the last stream, that this is the only. It's like a bullshit boss. It's such a It's such a bullshit boss. I mean, you can't fault the way it's been programmed in the cutscene and the epicness of the battle, but the actual meat of the fight is actually pretty poor. It is the poorest boss in the game. But like I said, the game's 99% perfect. So you know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? Right, so that's that done. Right. I'm just going to level up a bit. I think I might put... I'm thinking of John's... Oh, sorry, strength will do. Just take strength. Okay, so... we're level 80 now. Right, what we're going to do now is... You see, I've got enough strength to use a great shield now. But the thing is... I need that great shield. Right, we're not going to get the great shield just yet. We're going to go back to the sanctuary, the Izalith sanctuary, and we're going to tackle some of the new content. That's what we're going to do. So off we go. Swap the rings out. Didn't even have to waste that. Yay. Right, plenty ring. As you can see, the stability on the shield now that I've upgraded it to 14 is 68, which isn't too bad. I think we need more endurance though, but we'll see how we go for now. Physical defense is now 368. So, well, like I said, we're a tank now. Right, what you've got to be careful of up here is there's these giant stone men and you've got to take them all out. So, but you can't pull these things one by one. The stone man will be drawn with these pitchfork dudes. So you try and take them out before. I don't know what they're called. Pitchfork. I just call them pitchfork men. I don't know what they're called. Honestly, you can. I don't know. I honestly don't think there's an official name for these. Well, there will be names for them, but I just can't think of them off the top of my head. Or maybe I'll, you know, if you can find out what they are. But you know, all I know is that they're trying to kill me, so they've got to die. Simple as that, really. Oh, he got me a seat. Right. Sometimes they drop twinkling titanite, as you can see. Not very often, but every now and then. Guardian gauntlets. First part of the Guardian's armor. It's very similar to the stone armor. Is it the stone armor? But it's got more magic defense. You don't have to upgrade it, so it's not the armor that I tend to use, but it's an option if you want to use it yourself. It's an option. The option's there. That's one piece. There's another 3 pieces we have to find, so we need to go and find the other 3 pieces. That's a shortcut to take you down to the lower part of the level, but you can't access it yet. You've got to go round and access it to bring it up. So you need to go the long way around first. Then once you've done that, you can use it to get there quick. You can get to the bottom of the to get to the bottom part quicker. So you know, very good game design, that level design. Sorry. The thing is to do, you want to take out the other one first. You'll come to you before the other one. Oh, I thought you had one more time. Right, so that's another one down. Wrong way. I took my time too much then. Yep. Always want twinkling titanite, and the more the better, right? I think there's a secret, right? A secret chest around here. There is. Okay, so there's a blue titanite slab here, hidden in the reeds. There's a chest. So that's great for intelligence builds, because it means you can fully upgrade an intelligence weapon, an intelligence-based weapon, a magic weapon, sorry, enchanted or a magic +10 weapon. So there you go. It's an easier. There's another blue slab in the crystal cave. If you remember that bit where you have to use the prism stones, I did actually say in the last stream that it was a chunk. It's not a chunk. I'll have to correct myself. I apologise. It's a slab. It's a blue titanite slab. So there's another one down in the crystal cave. You know, if you remember with the way I told you had to use the prism stones, well, that's a slab. It's not a chunk. It's a slab. So I apologise for that error, for saying it was a chunk. Here's a second piece of the Guardian armour. The Guardian leggings. So we've got 2 more pieces to find. Bearing in mind we always have to be wary that we could be invaded. Always keep that at the back of your mind. If you want to know whether an invader's going to turn up, stick a homeward bone on. If that, where it says the homeward bone, if that blanks out, you know you're being invaded, so it gives you a few extra seconds to prepare for the invader. So if I keep that, I'll tell you what, I'll put it on now, right? So as soon as that blacks out, oh, that's Calamite, the Black Dragon. You get to fight him later on if you want. We're going to take him down, don't worry about that. I might actually summon in someone to help, a couple of guys to help for him. It's part of the game. This is a fun walkthrough, remember. Any summons are getting summoned because it's so much more fun working together in boss fights. So if I can get a summon, I'm going to get him. Don't worry about it. I'm not just going to do it on my own. Like I said, this is not an expert walkthrough. It's a fun walkthrough and we're going to just have fun. Ah, yeah. Sometimes this guy follows you down and sometimes he doesn't. So if you look down, if I can... Yeah, let's just fight him. There's not much room, so I'm going to have to be careful here. Right, so we took him out. So be careful, if you want to fight him here, just be wary that there's not a lot of room. So if you want, don't... You might want to avoid the fight, because honestly, like, you know, you've got to be wary of these things. So it's up to you anyway. You play the game however you want. I'm just giving you a few tips. Don't have to listen to him. Right, we're gonna... If you look over, there's a bit here that you can jump over, so we're gonna jump... Oh, bollocks. We're gonna jump over here. You can see there's a shiny pickup over there, so we need, if you watch out, you've got to jump, so be wary of the jump. There you go, jump over, and it's the third piece of the Guardian armour, which is the Guardian helm. So now we have to jump back. Yes. And here we have our 4th piece of the Guardian armour. So now we've got the full set. So there it is. A nice piece of armour that you might want to experiment with if you want. I personally don't like it, but... Oh, look, I'm being invaded. Can you see how it went out? So I've got to prepare for it now. Someone's coming. There's an invader coming. So I'm just gonna fight him as I am, I think. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Got to get rid of this guy first. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do... Yeah, it should be an invader coming, unless it says session fail. Sometimes yeah, here we go. Dark Wraith, JP has invaded. So here we go. I might just wait around here for him. Yeah, because his thing is, I don't want to pull any more enemies over, so I'm just going to wait for him. You've got to be wary of getting caught with environmental hazards while you're fighting an invader. You'll know where I am. I wonder what kind of fight it's going to be. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for him. Yeah, I can take him here. I know he's not behind me, you see. It's a good strategical position. There he is. You can see him right over there. I'll wave to him. Wait until he can see me. Where's he gone? There he is. Just wait for him, he'll find me eventually. There he comes. Wave. Oh, can you not see me? I'm not coming over to you, mate. You've invaded me. It's your beef. What's he doing? Nah, I'm not going to come over. I don't give a damn. I'll wait as long as it takes. He can go home if he wants. Don't think he wants any piece of me for some reason. He must be able to see me. I can see him. I don't think he wants to fight me. I think he's scared. Why not just come over? I'm not going over there because I'll pull enemies over, and that's what he thinks I'm going to go over. And nah, it's you invaded me, mate. It's you've come to get me, so I'm waiting. I'll wait here all night. Oh, is he going to come? No, he can't come up behind me. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. Make sure he can't come up behind us. Right, so if I stand here, you can't, yeah, if I stand here I can see everything, can't I? Yeah, there's no way you can loop round. I can see everything if I just do that. Yep, I'll stay here. There he is. Oh, come on, dude. There he is. I think he's just doing it methodically, I don't know. Right, well I'm not going over there. I'm here. Here I am. Come and kill me. No. You know, I think he might know I'm here. He must know I'm here. I can see him. He can obviously see me. He's not gonna. I'm staying here. There's no chance I'm going anywhere over there. I'll wait here. Like I said before, I'll wait here all night until he either comes over or goes home. What is he doing? Is he some kind of nutcase? I apologise if this is boring to a lot of you, but I'm not giving this guy an advantage. Oh, where is he? What is he doing? Ugh. There he is. Has he come in? Has he finally sussed out that I'm here? Come on, dude. What is he doing? Surely he knows I'm here. Oh my goodness. He doesn't know I'm here, does he? Well, he can go on then, I don't care. I'm not going over there. He came to me. Right. I think he's seen me now. I'll give him a bow as well, but I'll do it in a way where he can't. I'm here. What are you doing? Come on, kill me. I'm here. I'm here. Come on, kill me. Do you reckon he'll go home in the end? Right, he's going to try and come in through the other end, I reckon, but I can see him, so it doesn't matter. Oh, there he is. He knows I'm here. I don't know what he's doing. Let's wait here as long as it takes until he either comes over or goes home. I'm not giving up this strategic advantage. Here he comes. I don't know what he's playing at. I think he's... What's he got? Has he got one of those shields? Yeah, he's got... He's got me. Bollocks. Well done. Fair play. He got me. Very good that. Hats off to him, he was brilliant. Tried to outside one. Good. Well done. He was good in. He was excellent. Very good. Don't know why it took him so long to come over, that was a bit strange, but you know what I mean, whatever. He beat me and that's all that matters. Well done to him. Right, so what I'm going to do now is put a ring of sacrifice on. Yeah, he was really good. I don't know why it took him so long to come over though, it's a bit strange though, when he's come over and fight, I mean. I've got an idea of why he did that, to be fair. But, I don't know. He did well, excellent. Right, I've got a 6 sacrifice on. Right, and this time, because I already did the, I already got all the bits, all the pickups and stuff. I'm not going to do everything, I'm just going to go straight back to where my souls are. I'm going to do that first. And then... yeah. He had one of the. He had what's it? What's it called? One of those buckler or target. It's a target shield on it that increases the possibility for executing parries. But he was exceptionally quick and reflexes. I mean, if it's a hero, it might be. It might even be a girl. Sorry if I'm. It could have been a girl. I have no idea. It might have been a girl. It might have been a man. Don't know. It doesn't really matter what sex the person was. Their reflexes were so quick, I'm assuming they were under the age of 20. I'm assuming they were quite young, because those reflexes were incredibly quick. In case you haven't known, I'm 40 years old. So my reflexes aren't as what they were, unfortunately, but yeah, that's what age is for you. Unfortunately, your reflexes dwindle with age, that is a fact. How is that possible? Oh, it's a spirit of vengeance. I thought it's an invasion, it's not. Right. Got another chance at him. Right, okay. Is he still alive? Right, I'm just going to fight him. He'll probably beat me again, but so what? I'm going to just go in and fight him this time. Where is he though? To keep him... take him down to the bridge. I could use the bridge as a strategy, but then who would that favour, him or me? Doesn't matter, does it? Sorry, I want to fight him on an even keel, so... him. Yeah, he's got the spirit of vengeance. Right, where is he? I've got a feeling that this guy might be someone who's basically affiliated with the game makers. You know, he looks really, really good. He's such a good player. I'm thinking he might have something to do with the actual game design team. Maybe he's part of From Software or something. I don't know. I'm just guessing. That's a complete guess, but he was really good. I'm assuming. That's a guess, by the way. A complete and total guess. Here he comes. Okay, I get what you're doing. I understand this. Yeah, it's alright. I'm not bothered. That's bullshit though, isn't it? Come on. He's a bullshit player. That's bullshit. That was bollocks. That isn't... It's just the backstab mechanics on this game, honestly. That's what I'm talking about. It's ridiculous. But, you know, it's... bullshit. Oh, I'm going to lose my souls now, aren't I? Oh my goodness. He's just going to keep invading me, isn't he? Going to ruin my walkthrough. Oh well. Yeah, he's going to keep invading me. Not to worry. I've got... How much... Oh, he can go back. Yeah, I know what this is all about. He's just going to keep invading me as a Dark Wraith, and he's going to invade me... to prove something. I don't know what it proves. I don't know. Maybe it makes them feel better about themselves. I don't know, but, you know, whatever. Sod it. Bullshit. Oh, you know what I should have done? You know, my mind has just gone... I should have just switched to my bloody PvP build, shouldn't I? What am I doing? Ignore that little rant I just had. I'm just moaning and bitching again. I told you that what I'm like. I moan and bitch. There's nothing wrong with what this guy is going. He's just really, really good, and he keeps beating me, so I'm pissed off. So I'm bitching and moaning. That's it. That's it. Nothing else to it. Honestly though, you want to play this, and you will get pissed off as well. So you know, I'm not the only one. I'm just letting you know what it's like. I'm being honest about it. That's, you know, it's like I'm an honest guy. And when I was saying before that he might be part of the From Software team, I have absolutely no idea if that is true or not. I don't have any idea who that person is. So ignore that as well. I'm just basically speculating. That's pure speculation. I have absolutely no idea who he is, who he or she is. All I know is that they're a really good player, and they're doing my head in because they keep beating me. And it's ruining my walkthrough. I feel like I'm going to get trapped here for hours on end without being able to show you the rest of the game. So that's what really... Plus the wounded pride of getting beaten. Yeah, there's definitely that. So, yeah, that's basically what it all is. Don't like getting beaten. But then... It's the same with everybody. I mean, if I was a tennis player or a football player or a go-kart racer or whatever competitive, and you keep getting beaten, you're going to get annoyed, aren't you? And some people deal with it differently. I like to bitch and moan about it for a bit and curse my... whatever. And curse the player. Oh, he's beating me. It's his fault. He's playing it wrong. No, he's not. You're just crap. I know, but I've got to say it anyway. You know what I mean. Right, where did we go? Oh, no, we were over this side, weren't we? Yeah, we didn't come back through here, did we? No. Yeah. There they are. If I can just get my souls back, it'll be really... Damn. Bloody target shoot. Yay, got my souls. Right, okay, I'm a little bit happier now, got my souls. Which means that at least I'm not gonna end up with, you know, losing my souls, etc. Alright. I'll send him a message later saying kudos gameplay skills, something similar. Got to acknowledge someone when they're good. Let me just do this bit first. I'll do it later after the stream. What was his name? Dark Wraith something. Yeah, I'll remember it. Actually, oh no, I've got to keep playing, haven't I? Oh dear, I was going to check, but I've got to keep playing. I don't know if that was his gamer tag or his not, just his name. It might have been his game. If it's his gamer tag, then that would lead me to believe that he's part. That's a pretty straight up gamer tag. It would lead me to believe he's someone important with regards to Dark Souls. But if it's just his name, then obviously I need to know his game. Let's remember what it was. Yeah, I'll just remember what it was. It was the same guy twice in a row, so I'll know who it is. Yeah, that's what I'll know. Yeah, the same name will pop up twice, so that's how I'll know who it is. Yeah. God, he showed me up. Yeah, that's what I'm bothered about. He showed me up. But then again, I never said that I was unbeatable. I'd like to think I am, because we all would, wouldn't we? That's how you build yourself up to be good. No one can beat me. It's called pride. Everyone's got it. When you lose, you have to take it on the chin. And I've just lost, so there you go. I'm not as invincible as I thought I was. But no one is, are they? Oh no! Yes, I thought I was going to die. Oh, that guy's going to invade me, isn't he? It's been 10 minutes since the last Red Phantom, a Black Phantom invasion, so he'll be able to come at me as a Black Phantom next. Oh well. Well, whatever happens, happens. If he comes again, I'll try a different tactic. Maybe I'll beat him. Yeah, he had his tactics pretty much spot on there. Dear, dear, dear. It just seemed to me like he was just a good player at the end of the day. Really, really fast reflexes. Have you noticed how after he beat me, he was able to quickly switch through his armor really quick. That told me that he was a decent player. That is ultra fast reflexes. That's incredible. I would guess that he's under the age of 20 if I had to guess, or at least under the age of 30. I mean, what's your peak for reflexes? I would imagine it's the same as like maybe 27, 28, the same as like a footballer or something. I don't know. I've no idea. Yeah, so maybe he was about 25 or something like that. I don't know, 26, 27. I don't know. I'm a 40-year-old man, so you know it's like if you're a 25-year-old footballer and a 40-year-old footballer we're playing together. Who would you expect to have the edge? Yeah, understand. Bollocks to this! I'll tell you what, I'm gonna do something a little bit. Whoa! I'm gonna do something, and I'll tell you what. Yeah, right, okay. I'm gonna access the shortcut and come back, so if I die I can quickly get here. Okay, I'm gonna take those things down, don't worry about it, but I'm not gonna not kill them, because you know, I'm not chickening out of the fight. I'm just using a strategy now. I'm going to go and access the shortcut, so if I die, I can quickly get back here rather than going round all again. So here, this is the bottom part of... There's the boss gate, so that's where we're going to end up. I'm just going to access this shortcut. That's the boss encounter for that is for here is Knight Artorias. The guy, the knight that went, got swallowed by the abyss and couldn't handle the darkness and it engulfed him. He didn't become bad, he didn't become evil, but he became mad because the darkness overtook him. Because he was basically the purest warrior that they had, so they sent him down to defeat the abyss. Because they thought because he's the purest warrior, the darkness, he underestimated the power of the dark. You know, you've heard the kind of thing before, Star Wars-esque. And it engulfed him. Didn't turn him evil, but it made him mad, and in the end, we have to sort him out and kill him. Doing him a favour, really. setting his false soul to rest. So that's basically what we're doing. That comes in a bit. Right, okay, I've just got it. What did I do that for? I just did a stupid tactical move. I went for the. I was meant to do the. I pressed the wrong attack, and I've absolutely can't explain to you why. Why I did that. A lapse of concentration is probably what it was. Right, I'm gonna try and get this. Yes. Didn't disappear, so we got two like twinkling titanites. He's come again, but I don't care because I've got the. I'll take him out. I'm not going to check him out. I'm going to fight. I'm not going to the boss yet, but I'm going to make sure I'm in a place where if I die, my souls are easily retrievable. So I'm just. Oh. Damn! I nearly did a sneak then, but I didn't have enough time to change my stuff up. You see, I don't know what to do here because he's just gonna. As soon as I do anything, look, he's going fishing for the backstab. Can you see it, though? You can see. You can understand my problem. Look, he's just fishing for the backstab. See how bullshit it is. Don't you understand now how bullshit he was just? And it didn't even look like a backstab, did it? See what? Well, see, whatever. Right, I can take the shortcut now anyway, so it doesn't matter. Right. Okay, I'm still gonna. Using that, running out of humanity. Oh, I should take some more flasks as well, shouldn't I? Okay, so let's. Yeah, I'm gonna use it all up, and if I die, I might have to. Yeah, no, I'll just use that. Okay. You've got what you've got to remember is that there's an intermittent lag time on the when you're playing it. There's lag, so I think that's what accounts for the bullshit backstabs and stuff. Because if you notice, then, well, you saw it for yourself. I don't need to. It's self-evident, isn't it? He'll come back as a spirit of vengeance now, so I've got, it's like, and I don't have any rings of sacrifice. Oh, yeah, that's it, isn't it? Oh dear, I don't want to lose my souls. I'll tell you what, sod it. If I lose the souls, I'll lose the souls. Whatever. This will be the first time up to now that I'll lose my souls, because if I don't pick these souls up now, they're gone for good, but I think I should be alright. I think I should get there before. But he could come as a spirit of vengeance. He'll be coming in a minute. Once that, I know, no, once that's coming up, done. See, I'm getting paranoid now. Anyway, whatever. This is a fun walkthrough anyway, so I'm not asked if I die. I'm not bothered. He's just a backstab merchant anyway, so I don't care. I don't mind losing to him because he's just showing what kind of a player is anyway. So I'm not bothered. I'm not even going to bother fighting him because it's not fun. Well, I will fight him, but if I die, I'm not going to take it, but you know, I don't care if he kills me. Because he's fighting, he's using those tactics, so whatever. Whatever! Right, where did I die? Oh, I was up here, was it? I was slightly up here, wasn't I? Yeah, I was gonna... try to sneak in, but I didn't manage to. You see, I have my own personal views on what the rules of fairness are for these games, and I think they're pretty accurate. But everyone has their own ideas. But I've got, if I was going to read out a list of rules, from my point of view for this game, I think a lot of people would agree with me. Right, okay, so before I go down there, I'm going to just do something. I'm going to see if there's any summons available, because if there are, I'm going to take this boss down now. But there's not, so I'm going to take him on anyway, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down here and clean out this area. Oh, actually, no, I need a ring of sacrifice for that, don't I? I need a ring of sacrifice now. I do need one. I need to go and buy some. There's a slab down there. There's a titanite slab right down here, but you need to use a ring of sacrifice in order to, you know, not die. Because you just get killed. Is the bit where it's almost impossible not to die. I like to go in with a ring of sacrifice, so. I'll tell you what. Should we just have a go at killing? I'll have a go at killing Artorius. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I want to... I'm not. You see, I'm thinking tactically about this. I'm sorry, but I'm going to go and take a detour and get some rings of sacrifice. Because I don't want to... I'm not ballsing this up. I know this is a walkthrough, and I know I'm not rushing it. I mean, this, you know, I'm going to be cautious. Why not? There's no rule that says that I can't be cautious. Right, so off to the undead parish. Clean him out of his rings of sacrifice. So I've got him there just in case. And by the time I come back, hopefully that invader might have got bored and gone to another area. You never know. But if he's there, I'll just have to fight him again. Don't care. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Those kind of tactics that he's using, you get bored of them because when you first start playing the game, you really see as you become experienced at this game. And I'm going to say something else because as you become experienced at this game, you learn what's good and what's bad. So he probably doesn't even realise that what he's doing is bullshit. Because when I first started playing this, I dare say I did something like that. I probably think I did. So that's why I'm saying when I bitch and moan, you're still entitled to bitch and moan though, because it's a natural emotional reaction. There's nothing wrong with what he's doing, but it's annoying. That's all I'm saying. It is annoying. But I understand it all. Do you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. But you know, my pride is wounded now. You got to understand this. I've just lost 4 invasions in a row, or is it 3? I don't know. And I'm looking like a dick. And I'm doing it for the whole world to see. But I don't care about that. But as you can imagine, my pride is wounded. But you know, that's just the way it is. Don't care. Well, I do care, but what I'm saying is I understand why. I understand what's going on, why I'm wounded, etc., etc. So it's all good. It doesn't matter. I still have to feel wounded though. I'm still carrying that hurt inside me, but it doesn't matter because I understand it. I understand why I'm feeling it. I understand it's not the other guy's position. It's my position. I have to deal with it. So, but I'm still feeling the hurt. I just need to understand and acknowledge why that hurt's there. And eventually, it's the old adage, time is a great healer. It will dissipate. That's all I can really say. Right, so here we go. Here's the Oswald.
Good tidings. Thou art welcome. Laudable is thy dedication to sin.
Right, so what we could do is we could request absolution from our sins. But why bother? It's just a waste of 40,000 souls. So the only reason really to request absolution is if you've aggroed an NPC. If you've aggroed an NPC, you need to request, and you need to use that NPC to cooperate with it. Then you need to request absolution. So I haven't aggroed anybody. I don't think. I don't know what the 40,000's for. I don't know whatever it's for. Maybe it's just. I don't know how the game calculates sin. I have absolutely no idea. But I'm not going to bother because it doesn't affect the path of what I'm doing. So there's no need for it. And I need to use those souls anyway for Rings of Sacrifice. So. Or actually, let me think. I'll tell you what. Let's just do it, just so I can show you it. Right, so I'm gonna absolute myself. Right, because I just realised I've got soul items to pop. I need 25,000.
If thou committest a crime, bring thyself back here. There is no misdoing that I cannot undo.
He means that though. He's laughing, but he actually means it. So you know. He's laughing like there's something sinister, but there's not. He might be sinister, but what he's saying is true. Right, so let's pop some of these bad boys. I need 25,000. So what have I got? Yeah, that's 20 for a start, isn't it? Yeah, that's enough. Yeah.
Greetings, and welcome back. I am pleased to see thee preserving thine humanity.
Right, let's purchase all these Rings of Sacrifice. You can only buy 5, I think. I think it's 5, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can't buy. That's it now. These are the last. If these run out for the rest of this playthrough, I can't buy any more unless I can find some. I'm just trying to think if there's one. Yeah, there's one more I can find. Or there's 2 more. There's one in. Yeah, there's one that. Let me think. How many more there are? Apart from this, there's one. There's one. I think there's 2 that you can find. So I could have a maximum of 7, I believe. And then once they're gone, you can't use any more for the rest of this playthrough. Right, I could pick that up, but it's worthless. All it is a broken sword, so there's no point. I'll just have to stash it in my bottomless box, so I'm not going to bother picking it up. But what you can do is, the irony is, you can upgrade it to one of the most powerful swords in the game at the giant blacksmith. But I'm not using that sword anyway, so I don't need it. Right, so we can go back now. And it doesn't matter even if I die, because I've only got 461 souls, so that doesn't even matter. I don't have to worry about my souls for a bit until I accumulate more. someone. Oh. There's something that oh yes, please. Right, we are going to take on Knight Artorias now. I've just got a sunlight warrior to help me out. He's going to turn up in a minute. Right. Wait for him. I was going to go down there and get the cyanide slab. We can do that later now. But now I've got this guy. I'm going to attempt the boss. Right, come with me. He's got Knight Artorias armour on. So he'll know what he's doing. I think he was expecting us to be doing Calamite because look where his summon sign is. Right, I don't think I've got any buffs now. I'm just going to go straight in. Right, this is... a lot of people consider this to be the most epic boss battle in the game. Right, we're not fighting him. Don't give a damn. See you later. So there you go. Use a good strategy there with my teaming up with that guy. He's gone. So that's Sir Knight Artorias. Done. Okay. Right. Okay. So we need to go back and do the. I can't be invaded now because the boss has been kill. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and talk. There's an NPC over there called Marvelous Chester. He's a bit of a funny one to figure out. I wouldn't trust him with a barge pole if I met him in real life, but there you go. He's one of those characters that, you know, he's like a bit smarmy and a bit, I don't know. I can't take to him. A lot of people seem to respect him, but I don't like him. But we're going to go and talk to him later. I'm just going to quickly get a Titanite slab. And I'll show you this bit down here. Right, so this is Calamite. He's basically a dragon from Lordran 1,000 years ago. I don't know the full story behind him, but he was a dragon that was a real pain in the neck to Gwyn's armies, and he must have been probably the toughest dragon they had, because he's the only one that seems to have survived. Because obviously the dragons were all destroyed. This is 1,000 years ago. He's probably the last of the dragons, and the dragons were just took out so many of Gwyn's armies and Gwyn's knights, and they're just the most formidable enemies that you can fight. So there's a backstory to him. I don't know. I can't remember what it is. Quite a convoluted backstory. But I'm not sure what it is. You get inklings off this NPC later on. I'll show you the NPC later, but for now. Okay, so if you drop off, there's a drop off here. You can get a Twinkling Titanite. So drop off and just drop attack, send attack. Red Titanite chunk and 2 Twinkling. Right, drop off. There's a ledge just beneath you there. There's one there, and there's one down here, and then there's down here. Right, now, okay, there's a bit here that you have to suss out. So this is the bit that I need to do. I think what you can do with this is this is what I usually do. You need to, if you straight ahead of us in the waterfall, there's a chest. Once you get the chest, there's a Titanite slab in. But once you've got the slab, what usually happens is the dragon breathes fire, and there's no way of defending yourself against it. Now, I don't know if I've got enough fire defense, but if I don't, I'm going to die. So I've got my Ring of Sacrifice. Just in case I die, I just won't lose my souls and I'll go back to the bonfire. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to sneak around the edge and see if I can. So I'm going to hug the edge. I'm going to hug the perimeter, and hopefully it won't get me. But I'm thinking it might. I'll either block it. I'll block it, but then the stability on my shield will not be enough, and the fire will. I think it's going to kill me. I don't think I've got enough fire defense. Tell you what, my fire defense is 286. It might not be enough, but we'll see. We're going to find out. So just hug the end. Okay, so this is the slab. Right, you'll hear him. He'll make a little noise. Oh, I might have got away with it. No, we haven't. Right, he's doing it. Right, let's see what happens. Oh, no, it didn't work. Doesn't matter, I've got the Ring of Sacrifice on. And we got the slab. The slab will now allow me to upgrade my Claymore to its maximum potential now, which is what I'm going to do. Right, okay, so if I put the Ring Clorant thing. Right, so if you look at my Claymore, it's plus 14. And it's doing 490 damage. So if I use the Titanite slab, it's going to go. Look, it's going to go from 247 physical damage to 257 technical damage with an extra 253. So that's basically it's upgrade. It's going to give me an extra 20. It'll go up to 510. So reinforce. And if you look at my physical damage, it's weapon 511. Sorry, one out. So there you go. This weapon is almost maxed out now. Well, it's almost soft capped because when I say soft capped, what it means is if I put my strength up to 40, that means that the weapon is at its strongest before the ascending scale has dropped off. So it's at its peak. If I upgrade it because it's a quality weapon, it scales in strength C and dexterity C. So that's known as a quality weapon. Strength and dex, high strength and dex scaling is quality. Okay, it's a quality scaling. The soft cap is 40. That means that it steadily goes up, and then after 40 it drops off significantly. So if I upgrade it to level 41, it'll be significantly less than if it was 39 to 40. So a lot of people stop. It's a wise decision to stop increasing stats for strength and dexterity at 40. That's what's known as soft cap. The soft cap for the strength and dexterity. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to soft cap my. I'm going to soft cap my strength. So once it gets to 40, it'll be soft capped. So my right weapon one, which is my claymore, is 511. So if I upgrade strength to 1, it's gone up 3. So it's gone up to 514. And then it might go up another 3 on 38. And it might go up another 3, 39. And then another 3 at 40. Or it might go up 4. Up 3, or 3 or 4, 3. Once it gets to 41, it'll be like 1. And then 42 will be 1. So we've soft capped it at 40 if you can kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Apologise if I'm not explaining myself very well. But if you can get the gist of what I'm saying, then great. So I think I've showed you just about everything down here now. I don't think I've missed anything. I think that's it. So basically for this Royal Wood area, I've shown you everything. Every pickup and everything in it. Oh, we've got to talk to Marvellous Chester. Yeah, well, let's go and talk to Marvellous Chester. We've got some good dialogue. There's some really good voice actors in this game. It has to be said. The voice acting in this game is the best best personally. Maybe apart from the Joker from the Batman Arkham Asylum games. Apart from that, it's the best voice acting in a game I've ever known. That's just my personal opinion, though. Here's Marvellous Chester. Let's talk to him.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past.
Right. You can say yes. Or you can say no. I don't like him. I'm going to mess with his head a bit, so I'm going to say no.
Oh, well, my mistake. But we're both travelers. We ought to help one another out.
Right. Right, as you can see, he just sells some basic stuff. Standard, large arrows, feather, arrows, standard, standard bolts, heavy bolts, sniper bolts. And he's got the Lloyd's Talisman, what Lloyd's Talisman is you throw that at someone that uses Estus, be it an invader, or you're invading in someone's game, or any enemy that uses Estus, it will prevent Estus recovery, so they can't use the Estus Flask for a limited amount of time. Black fire bombs, just the inflict fire damage. Got your homeward bones, your humanity for 10,000. I don't recommend doing that because it's quite easily farmed, humanity. And then you've got your green blossom. I'm not going to bother with that. It's 1,200. You know, I can farm that if I need it. And then obviously they're easily farmed. Throwing arrows, I've got enough. I've got 34. Look, so I don't need any of those. Fire bombs, I'm not going to bother. So yeah, that's if you want it, it's there.
Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so. Believe it or not, Ulysses has brought the Abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking? But to you and I, it's all ancient history. You have to ask yourself, does it really matter?
Yeah. The thing is, we've talked to him after we've killed Knight Artorias. I don't think I've ever talked to him before after I've killed Knight Artorias. I don't think I've ever heard that dialogue just then. Because I usually talk to him before I kill him. And you get a little slightly different dialogue, so no, I've not heard that one.
So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Not that I care. It's none of my business.
Oh, you're such a smarmy smoothie, aren't you? Don't like him.
I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
Not a lot by the sounds of it. He probably does, though, that's the irony.
I've little to talk about, really. Oh, you know me. What do I know?
Right, so we've exhausted his dialogue.
So
okay.
long.
See you later, shitbag. Right, okay. So basically, Marvelous Chester will invade you in the next section of the game. It's a lovely guy, isn't he? But we can take care of him. He's not. Oh, look who it is. Right, okay, this is something we can do. This is another NPC. Let's speak to her.
You. Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it?
Right, if you give her the soul of Artorias, she'll give you 2 weapons. She'll give you this weapon called the Gold Tracer and the Silver Tracer. Now, the Gold Tracer is a really, really good cheese weapon. All you'd have to do, right? If you want to cheese people in, I don't recommend doing this, by the way, but if you want, it's the options there. If you want to cheese people in PvP, put the Havel armor on and equip 2-hand a Gold Tracer and then just spam R1 at the people and you can get loads of victories. But it's such a cheesy way to do it that I don't recommend doing it. If you want to get respect in this universe, don't do that. I really don't recommend you doing that. But I'm just letting you know that it can be done. But I don't recommend that. So the thing is, okay, so saying that, so if I gave her the Soul of Artorias, we'd get those 2 weapons. But the thing is, guess what? We can get those weapons anyway. All we have to do is kill her. So I don't want to give away the Soul of Artorias. I'm just going to kill her. So I'm going to say no.
Yes, of course.
See if she's got
I
any
must
more.
not be presumptuous. Artorias would not have approved.
Right.
What is it? Something else? Have you changed your mind? Then you have no business with me.
Right, okay. She's probably the toughest NPC to fight in the game, in my opinion. So I'm going to try and parry her and stuff. So I'm going to put the Hornet Ring on, and I'm going to go for it.
You humans, always taking what you please. Then I shall do the same.
Damn. See what I mean? She's got a tactic spot on, hasn't she? Right, I can just evade her for a bit though and let this wear off. Right, so look. You get the weapons anyway. Plus you get her armor set. So that's another way. That's another reason to do it. If you're a sentimental person about the lore and stuff, then you probably wouldn't recommend doing that. But I'm not really that sentimental about it. I respect it and I have a great affinity for it, but you know, I'm not that sentimental about it. Right, if you see this here, right, I've heard a rumour. I don't know what these are, but what I've heard is that they're like related to faith builds. So basically, if you use faith weapons and faith miracles and things, if round those circles, it increases the potency of them. That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I've heard. So when you ever see those round things, you think, "What the heck's that?" Then that's what I've heard they are. Right, so we need to get to this. This is a really notoriously bad part for invasions as well. So you need to get here quick. Right, there's a summon here. I'm going to get him into the game. Right, so this guy's going to come and help us, hopefully. Right, I'm going to switch my Hornet's Ring back to the Chloranthy Ring. Right. Right, okay. Right, this guy's going to help us out. Oh yeah. Right, so remember what I said about NPCs? Don't worry about them, let them do their own thing. Sometimes they go home, sometimes... If they go home, they go home. Just don't worry about keeping up with him and anything like that. You're the host, it's his job to keep up with you, so... Right, we've got an invader to tackle. Come on, mate, let's get rid of this invader together. Is he just going to be... Is he... Oh, it's a sorcery nugget. Oh, what's he doing? Help me with this guy, mate. Don't mess around with invaders in this section, just get rid of them. Oh, we'll get his power as well. Yeah, we can't get that yet, bud. Well done. Right, this Marvellous Chester's going to turn up in a minute. We need to go down here first. You come in. There's some Oh, I've missed it. Come on, this way. Yeah, he's a good guy, this one. Right, you've got to watch out down here because these two mage... Right. Right, I took care of it. It's all right, but that is a really hard bit. Just watch out for those two mages, because it's a really it can be a really difficult bit that I've just done. But so I managed to do it quite easily. So thankfully. Oh god. Right, okay, they give this one, once you kill it, I'm sorry carving, basically all that is if you, it's a carving that you can use repeatedly to say the words I'm sorry, so it's if you want a small amount of communication in the game, it's basically for other players to communicate with them. You've got a few, there's about 5. That one says I'm sorry, so it drops in, it says I'm sorry, you know, really, in Goth's voice. Goth who carved it. Yeah, that's right. He's, I can never remember the way around here, so I'm just following that guy. Yeah, well done. I was going to do that. He's done it for me. He's a good guy, this one. This lad. Or girl. I don't know who it is. I don't know who they are. Male, female. I don't know. What? Aki. Bro. It sounds like a male. Oh no, it's not. Achike Ryo. I don't know who it is. I thought it said bro at the end. But it's not. Obviously, if it was a bro, then it would indicate that it's male. But you just don't know, do you? Doesn't matter anyway. So, right. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's the one. Don't die. Don't die. You first, mate. Oh, we haven't killed Chester, have we? We need to go and kill Chester. We need to kill Chester. I think he knows what I mean. Mimic. That's another carving. It says very good. There it is. This is an NPC invader, by the way. Oh, what has he done? My mate's gone and killed himself. Unlucky man. Oh, did he? Yeah, he did. He killed himself. Hey. Not on purpose, but he rolled off the edge. This happens. I've done it so many times. You roll off the edge, you fall off. It's don't worry if you do it. I mean, I've done it enough times myself. It's funny how this game came out around the same time that the first series of Game of Thrones came out. I mean, if you want to make a game, well, take away the politics. If you want to make a game of Game of Thrones, this is basically it, isn't it? Minus the politics, if you know what I mean. Oh damn, I did mess that bit up. Right, there's like a, yeah. How do you do it again? You can like leap off and do it. I used to be able to do this perfectly, but that's it. Right. What I recommend you do on this bit is just slow down and take your time. So what have we got over here? We've got a mage up there, and we've got 3 of these weird... I don't know what they're called, I'm not even going to say what they are, I can't imagine. Some kind of abominations of hell that want to kill us. Okay, that's what I see them as. There's an official name for them, and I know what the name is, but it won't come to my mind for some reason. I probably know what the name is, and I'll later on I'll think, oh yeah, that's what they're called. Oh yeah, that's what they're called. But it won't come to my mind. I don't know why. So best thing to do is to bait them. Now you can use an arrow. Well, I just do that. Use this stone wall as like to hide behind. So you know, then they come round, they can quickly take them off. Strategy. Oh, balls. Why did they not guard then? Magic defense on... Dark magic defense on this shield isn't very good. What is it? Magic defense on this shield. It's 30%. Only blocks 30% of magic damage. I don't know whether that's... all magic damage or dark magic. I don't know how it works between magic and dark magic. This is dark magic. I think it's just magic. It falls under magic. I'm thinking of Dark Souls 3, aren't I? And in Dark Souls 3 there's a dark magic and reduction as well. But this is just magic, so I assume it means both dark and normal. Well, it must do. I'm playing like an absolute bum at the moment. I'll leave him for now, I'll go up here. I just wasted about 3 flasks for no reason, and those flasks are precious in this area, so I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. Just being an idiot. I'll probably get invaded in a minute as well, so... Oh, I have to be ready for that. So what you need to do here is just... Right, here's another mimic, so we know the tactic. 2-hand. And just go to town on it. Crest key. The crest key is used to unlock a door that leads us to another giant blacksmith called Goth. We can talk to. I'll go there shortly. Right, so go around here. Oh yeah. Dear. Right, I've been poisoned, so in order to get rid of poison, you use the purple lost clump. Oh, cured. Right, so that's been dropped. Twin humanities, they're more than welcome. Right, here we go. I've been invaded. Cheapo tactics again. Yep, this is a cheapster. See what I mean now? The cheap tactics in this. He had 4. Right, basically that was a cheapster tactic. He had 4 because he had 4 what are they called? Wrath of the Gods. Wrath of the Gods you can only get one pickup of Wrath of the Gods per playthrough. So one pickup is 3. He used 4, so he must have had at least 2 Wrath of the Gods. Now the only way you can do that is to have played through the game twice. So he's new game plus. He's gone through new game and new game plus, or he's got someone he knows to drop it for him. So that guy was basically a twink. Well, a high-level twink, I'd call him. An arsehole, basically. You get that, you got to deal with it, but, you know, bullshit tax. Wrath of the Gods... You see, Wrath of the Gods is acceptable, though, isn't it? I think I give Wrath of the Gods the benefit of the doubt. I mean, I was thinking along and harder. Is Wrath of the Gods cheese in it? And I don't think it is. There's something about it that tells me it's not. But to me, that was bollocks. From my personal point of view, what just happened there was a bit bullshit. But like I said before, that's just the way it goes. You just got to accept it. And so what? I accept it. Fair enough. I'll accept it. Right, so let's go and do the crest key. You know, I can't argue with... It's basically me trying to justify to myself why I lost. And I don't have to justify myself. You lost, so what? Just get over it. But I can't. It wounds me when I lose. I don't know why. I'm not a casual person, unfortunately. I'm not bothered that I'm not a casual person. I'm glad of who I am. So, you know, but I wish I could just go, ha ha ha, I lost, and not really care, but I do care. I'm just pretending that I don't care. I do care that I've lost that. But, whatever. It's only a game. Right, so this is the giant blacksmith Goth. He's a really, really cool character. I love this guy. It's one of my favourites. Let's talk to him.
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorius. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid. Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 70 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. Thou will understand one day. At our twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. Me, there's very little to be said. What good is a dog with no hares to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive, I suppose. Me?
Right, so he's repeating himself. So basically, well, there you go, you've heard his dialogue. Basically, he's an old friend of Knight Artorius, and he survived. He must have fought and beaten. You know, sometimes if you don't die, he's basically a really, really tough warrior that survived, and he's gone blind. And so what does he do? He spends his time carving these lovely little wood carvings. But he can imagine what he was like back in the day. But now he's just doing what he can. He must have been a formidable warrior back in the day. Right, let's see what he's got. So he's got some more carvings, so we'll pick them up. We'll get those. So we've got a carving. It says hello. He goes hello, so he can say hello to people. I never use it because it's like I just use the bow gesture. It's the same thing, isn't it? Or thank you. Oh, yeah, and another one. Yeah, hello and thank you. So that's 2 of them. You can buy prism stones, homeward bones, dung pies. And there's another homeward bone. There's a homeward bone. Sorry, I've already said that. Yeah, homeward bones, dung pies. Sorry, repeating myself. Goth's great arrow. You can buy those for if you've got Goth's bait bow. Titanite shards, large screen. There's a few things. So we need to leave.
Farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
Right. So once you've left, if you ever come back and talk to him again, then you get this dialogue.
Tomorrow, is the black dragon posing the duress?
Right, so we're going to say yes.
Yes, I thought as much. He's called Calamite. Ferocious dragon indeed. Even mighty Anna Londa dared not provoke his ire. I see little good coming from this, but thy intent is to persevere to the bitter end. Good, good. What is bravery without a dash of recklessness? I've taken a liking to thee, and I owe thee much for thy service to Artorias. Now, watch, and see how Goth hunts dragons. Yes. A truer shot was never loosed. That bat will be grounded for a good spell. The rest is in thine hands. I await good tidings. Ah, dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
Right, if you talk to him again, he can give you some more, bit more.
Hello there. What of Calamite? He is an ancient dragon. Skyward or no, he will not be put down easily. Me? There's very little to be said.
Yeah, he's already said this, hasn't he? Okay.
Farewell, human. I await good tidings.
Right, so there you go, that's Goth, one of my favourite characters. I miss the soul item back here. That's what it's called. You know how I've been saying what are pickups? I'm calling them pickups. They're called soul items. That I knew that was the wrong word. Soul item. That's what they're called. So this is not a pickup. It's called a soul item. So there's a soul item. Yeah, that's the one. Silly brain. Right, so okay, I'll show you what this bit is. I'm not going to do it, I'll show you. Right, this is where you go, right? If you want to do player versus player combat, right? You need to go here. If you're into player versus player combat, this is where you go, right? Okay, it's brilliant right in here. So yeah, here's a duel for the ruins. That's like a one-on-one duel, yeah? Where you can have 2-on-2 for this bit, or 3-on-3 for here. What's this? This is every man for himself. So this is like, I think this is like 6 guys, every man, or 6 people, and it's just a free for all. I think it's 6. No, it's 4. It's 4. It's like four people, and it's just every man for himself. This is 2-on-2. This is 1 versus 1. Or you can. This is the same but a different set. That's the base, and this is the ruin. So if you want to do player versus player, it's called a battle of stoicism. So you're not allowed to use Estus, and it's just fight to the death. It's like gladiators or something, a Highlander or whatever. Okay. The only problem is there's one big flaw. It's impossible unless you set it up. if you go in randomly, I've been in here randomly so many times. You're waiting like for hours and hours, and in the end you just get bored. I've only had like in my whole time I've played this game, maybe four or five battles in here, or is it maybe more? Is it more than that? For 6? I can't remember. About 4, 5, or 6. I can't remember. I've won. I think I've won all but 2. I think I won 4 or 5 and lost 2. So I've had about 7 battles. I think it's 7, won 5 and lost 2 in all the time I've played this game, because it's really hard to get one. Try it. I mean, you might get lucky. Whenever I get one, I'm like, yeah, I got one. Yeah, but I've won like 5 and lost about 2. So I'd probably I was pretty proud of that. They're just random fighting any random person that wants to hook up with you. But it's really hard to get one. So I might come here and I'll be sat here waiting, and sometimes it just doesn't do it. So it's disheartening. But yeah, if you want to do that, if that's what I'm into that. So, but you'll probably have to set it up. You'll have to if you've got some mates who like this game, you'd have to just call them up and say, let's all go down here. And I'm a very shy person. I like to play this game alone, so I don't tend to communicate with people on this. Yeah. So I just like to go in randomly and just fight whoever's here. Right, so let's quickly rest up here. Okay, I was thinking. I'm not going to go human quite yet. Did I manage to get that? No, I didn't. Yeah, I need to pick my souls up. How did I die again? Yeah, I died, didn't I? Yeah, because that guy was with us, I'm going to have to go through this bit again because I've missed some of the... so I am. Did I get this shortcut? I didn't, did I? I'm going to have to go all the way back. I can't remember where I died either. I'm going to go and take down Calamite later on as well. But, right, okay. Okay, actually, we're running up to like 1 hour and 50, so I'll just notice the time now. Right, okay, I'm going to cut it here. Pick that up, large shot. And I'll probably be back on tomorrow sometime. So, until then, I shall catch you later. Bye.